What's up everybody, welcome back to the channel. We've got a 2010 Mercedes GL350 BLUETEC here today. This particular Benz is here for some emissions related codes. We actually ran into the similar problem on a GL a few weeks ago. So basically the DEF tank heater has failed on this one. We've got to replace the DEF tank heater. If you know anything about diesel exhaust fluid, the freezing point's only -11, so once that heater fails, if you live somewhere like where I live in Canada, we've had a cold winter. It's been -30, -40 for a lot of these weeks. Basically, tank froze up. We're going to be changing the tank heater, and we've also got some other related codes to the pressure line, which runs up to the injector nozzle in the exhaust system. So we happened to pick up the line from Mercedes this morning. We've got a Bosch tank heater. We're going to lift this thing up, start tearing it apart, and show you how this job goes. It's really not that bad. See, we got the scanner hooked up here. Take a quick walk around this Benz. So right back here you got your diesel exhaust fluid tank. There is a plastic shield that kind of covers this guy. Basically we remove this exhaust bracket, a couple 10mm nuts. You got your two electrical connectors here. As you can see, we've got a tranny jack that we're going to use to bring this thing down. And on the side here you're just going to unclip these two clips for the pressure line and let it come down nice and slow. Moving up to here, we've removed some of the plastic shielding. As you can see, this is the line that we're going to be replacing. Kind of sits in these little clips. You're going to use your little pick tool to release these tabs. You can clip your new line in here after. And if you see, this one goes all the way up to your injector nozzle here. Okay, so one thing I forgot to mention here, guys, I found it a lot easier to just drop the instead of pulling the exhaust hangers through these studs on the exhaust. Are pretty tight, these bushings, so it's easier to just unbolt them. One on that side, if you see right up here, one over here. Same on this side, one here, one there. Two straps for the tank, 13mm nuts. We've got those removed, sitting on the ground right there. And we're gonna lower this down. Oh, there we go. This tranny jack is real nice for jobs like this. Okay. So everything is unplugged. All we're gonna really have to unplug to put this down on the ground is this one pressure line up here. So I'm gonna show you guys how to disconnect this guy, and then we can come right out with the tank. That's what the empty hole looks like. Got the tank sitting on the tranny jack. So now we're changing this pressure line. So you basically have a series of clips like that all the way along the side of the vehicle. You're gonna follow it. It runs this way. You can see these little studs are where those clips go. There's one right there. There's some right there, right there, right there, right there, right there. All the way up to our injector nozzle. We've already removed it, but there's a little C-clip that sits right in that groove, you can see. So we're gonna pull this out now. Start feeding our new one in. Okay guys, so that's the old tank heater assembly. That's what it looks like. Now, once you've got the trim ring off, so here is the new trim ring that we're just gonna use as an illustration example. Once you pull that off, you're gonna notice that you can pull this top part of the preheater up a little bit in order to access the bottom. The bottom is locked into some locking tabs at the bottom of the tank. All you have to really do is turn it to unlock these nipples right here. Then you can pull the unit out. Okay, so we got the metering pump back on there. We got our harness routed. We are just about ready to put this back on the transmission jack and throw it back up into this hole. So now the tank's up. We dropped the GL back down on the ground. We're going to fill up our DEF tank, which is right here. Obviously you guys probably know because you probably filled your DEF fluid up before. And this little cap goes on there after. Close it up. We're going to put it back up, tighten up the exhaust brackets, take this thing for a test drive, make sure it's all good so far. We ran it for about 6-7 minutes. There's no engine lights, no codes. Hopefully this is it for this guy. So another good reason to do a test drive. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but this thing has got a wheel bearing so noisy. I haven't heard one this bad in a few months. So we're gonna upsell this customer a wheel bearing. And so far so good. Our dash is nice and clear. We got no engine warning lights, no DPF related stuff. That's what we want to see. We spent a lot of money on parts, and this customer is going to spend a lot of money on this bill. But again, that is the Mercedes tax. You got to pay to play, people. You want to drive a Mercedes, a BMW. I love them myself, but these vehicles have to be maintained, and a lot of times they cost more than your average vehicle to maintain and fix. You really got to stay on top of the issues because they snowball. Basically what happened here, you know, we started with a DEF tank heater, ended up needing a pressure line, and hopefully that's the end of the road for this one, but you really never know. Minutes later, still good, no lights. We're on reserve fuel though. We're gonna head back to the shop, and we're gonna get a wheel bearing change in this thing, so we'll film that part of the video. We are going to also give you guys the relative part numbers for the pressure line that was replaced and the DEF tank heater in case you come across these same codes. We're gonna list those codes as well so you guys have a good idea, and see you right away. As always, guys, I'd just like to say thank you for tuning into another video. Hopefully this helped you fix some of the pesky issues you've been having with your Mercedes-Benz. As I said earlier, we are going to list the respective part numbers in the description below. And if you guys liked this video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Hit the post notifications bell in the corner there, and you'll be notified on any new content that we put out. It would be much appreciated, guys. Really helps growing the algorithm, growing the channel. We'll be posting lots of content like this. If you want to stay tuned, we'll be doing a part 2 of this video. That'll be replacing both the front wheel bearings on this GL. Until then, keep your sticks on the ice. Have a great day. We'll catch you on the next one.